Excuse me, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, do me a favor. Run on over there and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some likes. Give me some comments. And then share me out. I know y'all want to keep it to yourself, but don't do that. Share me out so everybody else will know I'm here. And then once you do that, come on back over here. And if this is not your first time, then guess what? Welcome back, BFF. Welcome back, BFF. And I know some of y'all might be saying, what is BFF? Well, BFF means boss, family, and friends. And once you do all that subscribe and liking and sharing and all that stuff, you are an official BFF as well. So, hey, y'all. This might be an emotional video for me, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. But right now, I'm going to pour this in a bowl. But this is, what's the name brand? Tapatio Ramen Noodle Soup, the Birria Noodles. So, this is a little, the little soup packet and then the vegetables. That's what's in here. What's in this bowl. I got a salad right here just in case I don't like it. So, wanted y'all to see what I had here first. And I don't got no small bowls that's clear. Y'all, I'm just being honest. I ain't got no small bowls. That's clear. And now I'm going to water that seeped in because right when I was ready to do this video, my mother called. So you can't tell your mama, Mom about to do a video. Can't do that. So I had everything set up, sit right here, and then mama called. And so, you know what I had to do. I had to take that call. So before we get, and I want everybody to know this too. I know you see a lot of people that come on their channel before they start eating. They pray. I'm letting y'all know. I prayed before I even came on this video. And if you've ever watched the end of my videos, you'll know that I pray us out at the very end of every video. Don't believe me? Stick around and see. But in the meantime, in between, time for some action. Hey, time for some action. Hey. So what's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? When I said to y'all, I might be a bit emotional because it is September 14th. My very, very, very best friend in the world, his name is Otis Patterson. He died. He died September 14th, 2016. This is a picture of me and him. We was at my mother's birthday party. Both of us looking like two picnic baskets right here. I mean, two picnic tables with these checker shirts on. Had no clue we'd be coming out looking like that. Didn't dress alike. None of that, but yeah. So, I actually been emotional these past few days. And I understand why. Couldn't figure out, like, I'm extremely sensitive to everything and all that. That's, you know what, y'all here. Y'all take the first bite and y'all tell me. I don't know. It ain't bad. I don't know how good it is either. I'm going to pour this drink, y'all, so some of my people that like to hear it, y'all get a little. Okay. Like I said, it might. So I had a topic. And I still do have a topic, but I want to talk about Otis and my relationship. And on my salad, y'all, this is actually a little salad I got from Walmart. It's the Cobb salad, so it's got some eggs, bacon bits, and ham on here. And I put a little bit of pepper on here already. I'm going to use a little bit of Catalina and a little bit of Olive Garden. Let me get to it. Because I feel like I'm going to need this salad too. Because, yeah, the way these noodles set up, I don't know. I don't know. Get just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So, this is what's the 7th year, y'all, that he's been gone. Sometimes it feels like it just happened. And then other times it's like, wow, it's been 7 years. His birthday is actually coming in October. He'll be turning 50. So Lord willing, I'm going to celebrate him that day. I am. Going to one of his favorite restaurants. Going to Papa Do's for him. That's a lot. There's a lot of emotions in this. I remember the first time my husband met him. I said, "It's my best friend, oldest, blah, blah, blah." And my husband thought that I was trying to play him like, "You gonna bring me around, you mess with this dude," and blah, blah, blah. I said, "Baby, oldest don't want me. Oldest don't want no woman for that matter. And I can tell his business because I'm his best friend. I can also tell his business because he didn't hide. He wasn't in the closet. He wasn't undercover. He was a gay man. He looked straight. He wasn't, and I, listen, I'm not gonna say that. He was a gay man. Wasn't trying to have no women. And my husband didn't believe it until he said, I said, oh, shit, okay. So they became, you know, because he's a family. He's beyond just my best friend. We were friends about 25 years or so before he passed away. So he was family. And it just, man, it just took us by surprise. I remember one time I was at work. At this time, he worked for the airline. They had to land the plane because his blood pressure had got so high. And he wound up calling me at work. This gonna need some help. I'm gonna add some of my little. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm telling y'all now, this got a little bit of spice. It does. It's not a bad flavor, y'all. I think I just have to get used to it. But it's supposed, it's not giving Birria to me. Or Birria, however you say. It's not giving that to me. It's not. It's giving some type of spice and something, but I don't know. Anyway, they called me at my job because that's how close we were. I said they landed a plane and he was in the hospital. Was it North Carolina? I believe it was North Carolina. They was just informing me. And I talked to him the next day. A couple days after, he was on his way back home. Fast forward. Imagine. As a matter of fact, I have one of his jackets upstairs hanging on my closet. A jacket with his towel. He always kept a rag because he bald. Up under this picture. Up under here, he's bald. I always kept a nice beard. I'm talking about, no, it ain't too many of my female friends that he met that didn't think he was fine. Wanted a piece of him or something like that. Not at all, but no ma'am, he wasn't going. But anyway, fast forward. He's always sweating. But he ended up having blood pressure issues. I'm putting a little bit of pepper sauce on here. And after this, y'all, because so I don't be having no more blood pressure issues. I'm drinking quite a bit of water behind this. I want y'all to know that. I drink plenty of water to flush this out. Forgive me if I keep stopping y'all, because shit. My good sister Erica saw him on the train. And she said he wasn't looking too good. And she was like, if you don't call Lottie and tell her, because he was saying he was going to go to the doctor. She said, if you don't go to the doctor and call Lottie, I'm definitely going to call her. And she ended up telling me anyway. So he went to the doctor and, you know, got on medicine and all that stuff. And so he was okay for a while. I want to say maybe a year, even 2 years after that. I'll never forget this day. He died on the 14th. On the 12th, he died on a Wednesday. Because it was a Monday when he called me. I was sitting in front of my kids' school. You know, waiting on them to get out or whatever. Oh, shit, y'all, this is a little difficult. I was sitting in my kid's school, and he called me. He said, hey, babe, what you doing? I said, sitting out at the kids' school. Imagine the day before that, the kids had a game. Tyler was playing football at the time. Was Tobias still playing? And then Tamara was cheering. The weekend was full. I was just tired. He said, you want to go to the movies? He had another best friend named Antoine. Yeah, another. It was me, Antoine, and Denise. We all met him in different stages. I like Denise met him in high school. I can't remember how Twan met him, but I met him not too long after, right after high school, because we was in the dance group together and all that. Excuse me. And he said, let's me and you and Twan go to the show, to the movies. Everybody called it the movies. We still call it the show. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just so tired. I just don't feel like. I'm like, let's go Friday. And he said, okay. And now, you know, the more I started thinking about it after it all happened, he was like, you sure? He was kind of sad about it. I'm like, but me just thinking, you know, you always think you got more time and all this stuff. I was just tired. And I'm like, no. He said, you sound like Twan. I said, no, I'm just too tired. I said, if I go to the movies, I ain't gonna do nothing but go to sleep in there anyway. And he was just like, well, okay. He sounded so sad. But I also know because we best friends and he can pout a lot. And my brother be like, okay, let's go, blah, 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 and all that. You know, because I'm the big sister. But I didn't that day. Y'all, that night, I just started being able to go back to this particular gas station. He had a truck driving friend that come through town from time to time. And the guy met him. He met him at, he didn't go to the movie, so he met him at the Pilot gas station. And they hung out or whatever, they was talking. And he collapsed right there. Had a massive brain hemorrhage. They rushed him to the hospital. I get out there. Now, I am so tired that I am missing the calls that's coming through me through the middle of the night. I mean, his family, they are trying to reach me on every piece of platform. I got 2 different Facebook pages, you know, my phone, but I had 2 phones at a time. I know the one phone, I even call my husband's phone, trying to reach me. I'm just that damn tired. I never sleep that damn hard. I never sleep that hard. I missed all that. Get up early in the morning and call back. And they tell me what happened. I rushed to the hospital. And they were saying it just wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good at all. But of course, we stayed prayerful. Let me tell you some great things about him. Otis, when I tell y'all he could sing, I'm talking about sing. He was in different gospel choirs, but his the main choir that he was with was Ricky Dillard in New Generation. Let me tell y'all something. Anytime that I hear Otis, or I could hear the song any of these songs come on the radio, or I could just watch, and I could hear his voice. Of all those people, I could hear his voice. And so I still thank God that I had a best friend that was so dope and awesome, that God still saw fit that I could get to see him on video from time to time. You know, I think one of the last performances I saw him when they were singing, "You're amazing, shout, you're amazing." And just the way he was singing to God, and he was part of the church choirs here, it just, you know, don't get me wrong, he know how to sing, what you call secular music, worldly music and all that. He sang at my wedding and everything. He could sing. Y'all, I'm sorry if y'all hear music in the background. First you hear the dogs out here. It seems like everything just they know, God knows what I'm trying to do, and so does the enemy. And I hear my neighbors playing music, and I hear the dogs outside. So if y'all hear it, y'all forgive it. But what I was getting at is that ran to the hospital, went into prayer, and was fully hoping, believing that he was going to pull through. They actually even transferred him to a different hospital that specialized in that, because he had bleeding on the brain and, you know, just a lot that was happening. So he collapsed on that Monday. And on Wednesday, a little bit after 3 o'clock p.m., I watched him take his last breath. Like, literally. I literally watched him take his last breath. And I'm saying all this to say, if you could avoid putting off stuff and doing stuff with people, just do it. I'm not telling you to wear yourself out. I'm not telling you to stretch yourself thin. I'm not saying that, but I often wonder, had I gone with him that night, what would have happened? You know, and I know that's just the heart wanting what it wants. It wants him here and all of that. But my brain is rational. And I remember Antoine's a twin, Tonette. Tonette said, boss, you can't think that way because maybe you was so tired and didn't go because God knew what was about to take place and he knew you couldn't handle that. Knew you couldn't handle him collapsing in your presence. And I thought to myself, well, what? Maybe I would have moved faster, you know? I'm not saying the guy didn't move fast. I'm not saying none of that. I'm like, maybe I would have been able to, you know, do CPR or something. Just, you know. But I'm saying, I wish I could have. And I'm not saying that wouldn't happen. I'm just saying, I wish that I would have chosen to go hang with him. And, if that had been our last moments, you know, going to the movies, and then maybe he still would have left and went and met his friend, you know? I just wished I wouldn't have said no. I wished I wouldn't have thought that I had to at least till Friday. So definitely treasure your people. Spend time when you can. Don't get me wrong. We always together. We were always together. Spent a lot of time. He had moved, like I say, he worked for the airlines. And before he moved back home to Chicago, he moved to Atlanta. So maybe when he moved to Atlanta, I damn near moved to Atlanta. My husband like, where you going? Atlanta. Got my bag packed. Little book bag on the way, you know. So I miss him a lot, y'all. I do. I miss him a lot. And I don't compare friendships. I mean, I got other friends, besties, and all that stuff. But me and him, y'all, some kind of different. Some kind of different. His family is my family. And vice versa. Nobody cared that he was gay. He just was a good guy. He just happened to be gay. Like, nobody cared. You know, some people just so homophobic and so just closed-minded that they just like, I don't want that around me. I had nobody that ever felt that way. And if they did, they knew well not to say that, not to me. You better not. All right, to me, baby, it was going to be a whole misunderstanding. I ain't play about him. I still don't. You know, sometimes people say, maybe you're going to take it to the grave. Sure enough. We both got things we take it to the grave. We joke too. I talked about this at his services. You know how people say, be strong. They will want you to be doing all this crying. They want you to do that. I talked about it at his funeral. I said, let me tell y'all something. Don't nobody else tell me to be strong. And don't nobody else tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing, because if y'all want the truth, what we men both talked to somebody, whichever one of us passed somebody here first. Maybe you better be there turning caskets over, throwing flowers all across the room and everything, letting the girls know that you ain't feeling this. And you are very unhappy with this situation. I said, now I'm respect the services. I'm gonna respect the family for sure. And it's a sad note too, y'all. And I'm sure I've done it before too, years and years ago or whatever. Stop telling people to be strong. If there's one time, if there's a time when you don't have to be strong, when you done lost somebody, especially lost somebody that meant everything to you. That's the time where you have to be weak. So God can be strong for you, so you can depend on God. So be strong, they want you to cry. Stop saying that shit. People, listen, that's a human emotion to cry, to grieve, to get that up off you. Stop telling people that. Stop telling people you know exactly how they feel. You could have, I got this a whole lot when my father passed. But it might have been a lesson for me, because I'm sure I may have said something before. You just don't know. You ain't trying to be rude. I think I know how you feel and all this, that, and the third. People tell me that about my father, and I'm like looking at them crazy, like, you have absolutely no idea how I feel. Even if you have lost your father, even if you have lost your best friend, you don't know the impact that had on me. Now, you can empathize, you can sympathize, and even empathize with me. But to tell me you know exactly how I feel, you don't. And because I don't know exactly how you feel. I can empathize and say because we lost the same kind of person to us. But that's where it stops. So y'all, let's just be mindful when people lose loved ones. Sometimes you don't got to say nothing. Not sure if I want to go to the cemetery or not. I don't know. I have to clean my ring light to get a different light. It's not so sunny out. Normally, I started this channel during the summer, so the light was coming straight through this window over here. So I had this regular light on and then the sunlight, but now it looks like I need a ring light because it ain't as bright as I want it to be. So, love on your people. Spend time with your people. Because we just don't never know when it's us or them. You don't. Live as righteous as you can. It's my friend, y'all. I got plenty of pictures of him on my page. I don't know. For the longest time, I think this probably was my profile picture for the longest time. But because I'm in business, I was kind of encouraged to kind of change my profile picture often to display what I do. So that made sense. Now my background picture, because I got two pages. I got a Lottie Boss page on Facebook, and then I got a Coach Lottie Boss. Because y'all to know, I'm a life coach too. And but on my Lottie Boss page, my son is my background picture, and I don't care what business I'm in. I'm not changing it unless the spirit urges me to do it. So yeah, I ain't these noodles here, y'all. I ain't feeling them. I'm not gonna say they are total. I wouldn't tell nobody not to try them. I would say try them just your one time. You might like it. This one and done for me though. About two, cause my son like Birria tacos, so I bought it for him to try it too. So it ain't giving, not for me. So that's all I'm gonna talk about today, y'all. Love on your people. Don't take for granted that you got time. I'm gonna tell y'all something I noticed too. I smack a lot while I'm eating. It's probably because I'm talking and eating at the same time. I generally, of course, I'm out to dinner. My husband or my friends or whoever. Pretty much chewing my food and then talking. You know, talking in between chewing. But here, it seems like I talk and eat at the same time. It just must be the norm for people on YouTube. So forgive the snacking y'all, or the smacking y'all, because I don't think that's me. And then I'm in the room by myself. It's loud, so it's echoing, and it's really, I looked at a video, and I'm like, girl, don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking nobody to do it. I'm not. But I'm going to have to work on this. Because I generally chew with my mouth closed. But now that I'm on the video, we talking and on us eating and talking. And it gives that smacking effect. So I'm sorry if it offends anybody. But anyway, y'all, before I take this bite here, I'm going to pray us out. First of all, y'all keep me lifted in prayer and keep the Otis family lifted in prayer. So as always, y'all, I pray the peace of God is upon you and your family. I pray that it was something that I said that have touched your heart to make you make better decisions. I pray that anything and everybody that is connected to you, including you, will walk out your purpose and shall always win, all for God's glory and your benefit. Amen. And on that note, y'all, it's a what? It is a wrap. I made it through this video, y'all, without crying. Do me a favor. Don't mean I ain't finna cry off this camera, though. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. Do some commenting. Well, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you are notified each and every time that I upload a video. Do some comment, liking, and sharing. When you put the comments in, I get to read them. We get to know each other because I respond back. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next video.